Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Phil Bussey, the Mile High Mouth, and for today's episode of Suki Nihon, we are looking at episode 34 of season 7 of Adventure Time. This episode is called Elemental. It starts out, actually, I really like the cold opening for this one. It starts out with old Starchy coming home. He's like, "How do I get home?" And he's like, "I remember I live alone." Anyways, he can't find hangers. In fact, hangers are missing from all over the Candy Kingdom. So of course, Princess Bubblegum calls in Finn and Jake to search for the hanger thief, to find the missing hangers. Turns out the Ice King is stealing hangers, and he's using them to try and recover his keys, which have fallen down a crack in the Ice Kingdom castle thing where he lives. So the hanger gets attached to something, and he ends up almost getting pulled down the crack. So he's like, okay, you know what? I have to go back and get the hangers. I have to go find my keys. So he helps, Finn and Jake decide to help him burrow through the ice, and they find a giant ice ball. Inside that giant ice ball is the ice elemental known as Patience St. Pym. After 10,000 years, she's free. No, actually, she's freed from the ice, and she's a new character. Her name is Patience St. Pym, the Ice Elemental, and she's voiced by Lauren Lapkus, who is a bit of an alumni from Upright Citizens Brigade and other shows like Comedy Bang Bang or Comedy Death Ray, if you want to go with the right name for this. And I'm not Scott Aukerman. And or old Funny or Die skits. Actually, a lot of these people, they end up working on SNL or Funny or Die, Upright Citizens Brigade. She was also in Jurassic World and in 2 seasons of Orange is the New Black, in a lot of web series stuff, which I find kind of amusing. A lot of these people, they start in improv, which I think improv is kind of a cancer. No, I'm kidding. It's fine. It's more like AIDS. Improv is comedy AIDS. No, that's why I don't do stand-up, because I'm not funny. I'm just not naturally funny. Just, nope. Not at all. Nothing about this is funny. It's dead serious, ladies and gentlemen. Dead serious. Anywho, after Patience St. Pym is freed from the ice, she's an ice elemental, so she can control ice and all that stuff without the use of the crown. She tells the Ice King that he's now her boyfriend, and she also convinces him to go and kidnap Slime Princess, Flame Princess, and Princess Bubblegum, because those are the other 3 elementals. Although, to be perfectly honest, I don't know if Princess Bubblegum is really what you call the actual correct elemental, unless you look at the Adventure Time game, Explore the Dungeon Because We Don't Know. That one. At the end of that game, you take on something that has to do with Princess Bubblegum's past. Pretty much the Mother and Father Gum is in there. The Mother Gum. And you also had that episode at the beginning of the season, which I haven't actually reviewed yet for these. Sorry about that. I'll catch up on the rest of the ones that we missed. Where you got to meet the episode Bonnie and Nettie, where you got to meet Princess Bubblegum's brother, essentially. So she's not really so much the candy elemental, but she could be, kind of, in a way. Anyways, the Ice King, in a pretty funny montage, kidnaps all 3 of those princesses. I like the fact that, he beats, after all the trouble in Fire and Ice, he beats Flame Princess by all, poof, whoosh, done. He beats her with a glass of water. This whole Slime Princess thing, he's like, ah, and he just carries her off with his feet, and it's funny. Anyways, after he gets them all there, Princess Patience St. Pym, who I'm going to start referring to as the Ice Princess, because that's what she is. She's the Ice Elemental, the Ice Princess. She frees them from their little icy things just long enough to tell them the story about the elementals. And here we go into the deep lore. You see, in the deep lore, here we go into the deep lore of Adventure Time. In the beginning, there were 4 elements: fire, ice. Sorry, no, let's do this way. Candy, slime, ice, fire. These 4 elements have lived in harmony but there's always some type of horrible catalyst that happens. The catalyst comet, and it causes some type of death or rebirth of these characters. They die and they keep reincarnating. Think of them essentially not just so much as elements of this, but avatars of these elements. Okay? It's the whole karmic cycle making its way back into Adventure Time, which I like that. I like that a lot. You also get to see, she explains some of this. She's like, oh, hey, here's the here's what they were in a previous life. Here's what they were here. You get to see Evergreen. You get to see a bunch of the other stuff again. It's like, this is one of those deep lore episodes. And instead of like, well, she and her other elementals realized that the Lich was coming. That there would be a catalyst of some sort, and the Lich would arrive, and there'd be an apocalypse that would fundamentally transform and destroy all of, well, Earth or Ooo eventually. You know, like it would. So she asked them, you know, do you guys want to live through this? You know, because I can do this. They don't. She does. She freezes herself. Now she's free. And she's all like, yeah, I want to get the band back together. This could be awesome. We're going to do this and this and this. And Princess Bubblegum is having none of this. Slime Princess is now, like, loves the fact that now she can shoot slime out of her arms and stuff. And she makes good use of that. Because Princess Bubblegum and uses a little bit of, like, this shooting candy thing. And is able to distract Patience long enough to be able to free herself and Slime Princess and Finn and Jake and all that. So at the end of this episode, Patience St. Prim is like stuck to the wall with slime, and the Ice King's all like, oh yeah, I'll help you out of that. Oh, and he finds his keys, and he's like actually kind of eating the slime. And she's all saying that, like, she's offended by this, and she's going to cause some big biz to go down. And I'm like, I like this character. This is great. This character, I hope this character has a redemptive story arc. I know there's some things like the whole Bandit Princess, or the, which probably won't have redemptive story arcs. There's a lot of villains in Adventure Time, and many of them are quite dangerous. You had the whole thing with Bella Notte, beautiful night. And you had the thing with like Maja the Sky Witch. You had the things with Orgolorg. And we have the impending threat and doom of Galb. Galb is coming. Yeah, Galb is coming. But now we have a new character, Patience St. Prim. She's a new villain, I guess. And she's interesting enough that, like, I want to see more of this character in these shows. I want to see her interacting with other characters. I want her to meet Magic Betty in the future. I want to see her interact with Marceline. I want to see her interact with Sweet Pea. You know, the Lich. I love where they're going with this, and I like that they were still introducing new elements. Puns. And new characters to the mix. This was a great episode. I liked it. Some pretty funny stuff in it, and some pretty interesting, deep lore for the world of Ooo and the world of Adventure Time. I liked it. I liked it a lot. What did you think of it? Do you have any theories about Patience St. Pim? Do you like her? Do you think she should be called like the Ice Princess now or whatnot? Because I'm going to kind of refer to her as Patience St. Pim, the Ice Princess, because essentially that's what she is. I mean, the elemental thing is, but no, she's an Ice Princess. And now that she's in an area where magic is more plentiful, her powers are expanded. So, yeah, I liked it. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until the next video comes out, you are now caught up.